Thanks for coming. Ed, thanks for coming to the limited series August 2016 tasting. We really, really appreciate it.
You're welcome, Paul, and I give this
It's
next
great.
wine a 96.
That is great, Ed. You're a great guy.
If you tuned in before, you know
That was great, Ed.
we have to give the wine the same rating. Not that that really means that we are, but we're never usually more than a point or two. Except when I give a wine 100, and he goes to, you know. Are you done yet?
No.
Oh. Okay. Here it is, a Fremont Pinot Noir.
Well, I think this is a great nose.
Yeah, it does have but it's very
Central Coast Pinot Noir. It's good.
it's Central Coast Pinot Noir, but it smells different. It smells almost like a New Zealand Pinot Noir.
Yeah, but it's got that Central Coast body. I know why I chose this wine. It's Pinot Noir from the Central Coast. It's got full body for Pinot Noir.
Yeah, it does.
In that
It's
area.
got great color.
Considering it's not the Santa Barbara, not as lean as Santa Barbara. I think it's really good.
Go ahead. Did you have something else to say, or are we done? Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next month.
There's a website out there that has this for $32.
Damn them.
And I got it for $15.99.
$15.99.
I got it for $15.99. You know what I'm
Half
saying?
price.
So it's a great value. I think it's 96. What'd you say it was? 96?
96, yeah.
I like the, Pinot Noir on the nose for sure, right?
But, you know, here's the thing about this wine. You pour it, you drink it, you go, yeah, it's nice, and then you go, oh, that's really nice. You know, I mean, and then you go, wow. You know,
And the weight on the palate is really great.
it's got some big stuff going on. Then when that happens, you got to give it a little time. You
Yeah,
know,
for sure. That's 96.
That's what I
Pinot Noir
said.
character, dark cherries, a little bit of spice in the finish. Not a long finish, but
It'll get there. Look at the legs on this thing. It takes forever
the
to come
note-
down. I mean, you
really-
could probably see it in the camera. You know, this has got a lot of viscosity. That means it's got some weight, got some body.
it's really developing in the glass. Can't change it now, though, Ed. You already said 96. You already agreed.
There you go.
Okay.
Okay.
This is that Deneufbourg. What is it? Deneufbourg?
Oh yeah, boy, this was an interesting situation.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
I mean,
first of all, the guy that sold this to us, he's a great importer, but he's horrible at follow-up. Horrible. Everything we do with him is a problem. And so you were trying to get this data, and this is, where's this from? From the south, right?
yeah, it's from Provence.
Yeah.
What was interesting about this wine is it's Deneufbourg.
Deneufbourg.
Now, I thought it sounded German,
Deneufbourg.
Deneufbourg, but it's a French name, but it sounds German. And then they send me the information, and their main partner is a German firm, and I'm going, well, what's the
No,
connection?
but you're right. You could say that Deneufbourg.
Yeah.
Or Deneufbourg.
Yeah, Deneufbourg. Yeah. Well, there's no
60%,
G at the
but
end.
you know what's cool? 40% Marselan. You don't see that very often.
No, that's what was kind of
Côte
interesting.
de Catalan.
Now, let me tell you, this is the first time this has happened. I got a great library of wine books, including Jancis Robinson's books, who I'm good friends with, and so I look up whatever the grape was. Yeah, Marselan. Not in it.
Get out. You know Jancis Robinson's
Not
book?
in Vines, Grapes, and Wines, which I have an older version. I'm sure it's in the new one. And I look it up, and finally I find out, like 2 sentences somewhere, and it's basically, this is really funny actually. It's a cross between Grenache and Cabernet Sauvignon. And
What?
yeah, it's Grenache and Cabernet Sauvignon. And
I've never heard that.
And I'd never heard of it either. I had no idea. So then so it was produced, it was done because they needed a wine in this area that produces more grapes because they were having trouble with yields and they couldn't make any money. So they make this wine.
So they cross those to produce higher yields.
Higher yield. It ended up producing less yields than the ones that they were using. So they said, okay, to hell with it. We'll go back to, Grenache. And
Look at the
Mourvedre.
inkiness of this.
I
color.
know, it's
The
got
depth
great
of it.
color.
And the acid level.
And so this husband and wife team named Deneufbourg, okay,
Deneufbourg.
that's their name. They decided to propagate this grape.
Le de neuf, nine, de the of
Well, neuf could
nine.
be,
bourg.
neuf could be new too.
No, nouveau or nouveau.
No, Neuf. Chateauneuf de Pape is the new home of the Pope, not the ninth home of the Pope.
Maybe it is a ninth home of the planet.
Well, it may be, but it's
This
not
is
on this
mine.
planet. Anyway,
I like this wine a lot.
It's delicious. Absolutely. There's 96 points, $15.99 reorder price. And Marselan is my new favorite
It's
grape.
really amazing.
Yeah.
I forgot about it. In Côte de Catalan, so pretty small little district. Estate bottle as well.
Wow.
Fun.
Really,
That's
really.
a fun one, Ed. That's a really fun one. Ed.
Oh, now.
Okay, this late entry, last minute buy. Haven't bought from Mr. Miller in a long time, and I love rosé. Rosés are very popular now. Of course, the Provence is the classic region in France for rosé, but here we have one from South Africa, which I thought was really cool.
Well, I had never heard of this winery before, Ken Forrester. And when I got the information, of which there was tons, this guy is really an amazing character. And I would really love to meet him sometime because he's very environmentally correct, and he does, sustainable agriculture. And what are his two biggest wines? Chenin Blanc, which
Right.
is the best wine in South Africa.
Which we bought as well.
And this rosé, and you go, well, what about Cabernet and Chardonnay? Yeah, he makes those, but he wants to make a statement on wines that are the best that he can make, and I think that's a great way to do business. I mean, too many people do Me Too wines. Well, we'll do Chardonnay because everybody else does and it's popular. Well, yeah, but there's there's too many.
Sure, me too, Ed.
You think? Yeah, you're gonna go some Chardonnay.
Wait till you
and
taste the
Mourvedre?
Merlot we made. The wine left of Merlot we made. It's really good. So I was trying to think what grape he uses. I forgot he told me. I think it was Grenache.
It's all Grenache, 100% Grenache. Absolutely
Isn't that
delicious.
great though? And you don't
Absolutely
get that
delicious.
South African creosote. You get a wonderful Provence-like
get a-
lightness on there. And
Very much a Provence-like. Well, it's the same grape. That's what they use in Provence, is mostly Grenache. I think sometimes they'll use some Mourvedre in there too. But anyway, this is absolutely delicious.
97 for me.
$24 on the shelf. $13.99 reorder price. Love
Okay,
it.
that's a great price. That is a good price, Ed.
I think I did well on that one. What do you think?
That's a good price.
Yeah.
Ferrocinto.
Oh yeah, Greco
another-
Bianco. I love
What's
this.
Ferrocinto? I can already tell what this is going to taste like. It's going to have that wonderful Italian white.
Hazelnut. It
Character
tastes like
to it.
hazelnuts.
Wow, what an interesting note.
Yeah, really great fruit though in the mid palate. Now Greco Bianco, which means white Greek, basically, because
this
Greco means Greece. I mean, it's a Greek grape.
But where's this from?
This is from
the
Calabria.
south?
This is Calabria, right at the toe of the boot, just before you get to
Just say
Sicily.
it has to be down there. Oh, yeah, Calabrese, yeah. That is so indigenous. And what's Montanico? I mean, this Greco Bianco, it clearly is Greco Bianco in there. But that Montanico, is it adding that sort of...
I remember reading about it and I forgot because I never heard it before. Like Greco di Tufo, that means, the tufo is basically the part of the soil. It's a sponge-like substance in the soil, and Greco, again, means Greek.
This needs something, some food, and I'm trying to think what it is.
A pretty big, this would go great with sausages like the German
Oh,
Riesling.
yeah, that'd be good, yeah.
You could have those. You could have,
You're right.
bratwurst especially.
Ah.
But then a seafood stew, something hearty because it's got a lot of
seafood stew would be
character
good,
to
too.
it.
'Cause you come from the south tip
What
of
did we
Italy.
say this was? 96?
96.
Okay.
Yeah, I think this is so fun.
It is.
But man, it's really going to confuse some people with the Chardonnay Sauvignon Blanc people. This is going to confuse them because it's so different. I love that nuttiness about it.
Yeah, these wines always have a certain nuttiness to it. Where that comes from, I don't know. Now, it used to come from the fact that sometimes they age them in chestnut, but that can taste really bitter, so they stopped doing that. And now I think it's all neutral,
That's so fun.
delicious. And that's our show for the limited series.
It's so funny, Ed. Cheers.
August 2016. Did I say that?